You got the raise. The bigger paycheck, the better title, the number you used to dream about. And somehow, your bank account looks exactly the same. More money came in, and it vanished into a nicer apartment, a newer car, a life that quietly got more expensive the instant you could afford it. This is the part nobody warns you about. Spending rises to meet your income automatically at every level. So today we climb the spending ladder, 40 grand, 400 grand, 4 million, and find the one thing that actually makes a person free. And it was never the size of the paycheck. Level 1, the squeeze, around 40,000 a year, where every dollar already has a name. At this level, the money is spent before it lands. Rent, the car, the phone, food, the minimums. You don't budget so much as triage. And here's the cruel part. When a raise finally comes, it doesn't feel like more. It feels like catching up. The extra $200 a month gets swallowed by the rent increase, the car repair, the thing you'd been putting off. You're not overspending. You're surviving at a price someone else set. So you tell yourself the obvious thing. If I just made more, I'd finally have breathing room. That's level 1. The money is gone before it arrives, and you're sure the next level fixes it. Level 2. The upgrade. Around 120,000, where you can finally afford nice. This is the level you were dreaming about. You can stop checking prices at the grocery store. You get the bigger apartment, the newer car, the vacations that don't require a spreadsheet. And it feels incredible for about a year. Because then, the bigger apartment is just where you live, the newer car is just your car, and the vacations are just what you do. Everything leveled up, and your baseline leveled up with it. The raise was real. The relief was temporary. The anxiety didn't leave, it just moved into a bigger house. That's level 2. You upgraded everything, including the floor you're standing on, so it still feels like the edge. Level 3. The costume. Around 400,000, where spending stops being about you. Something strange happens up here. You can afford comfort easily, so spending stops being about comfort and starts being about signal. The watch, the neighborhood, the school, the car, that says a specific thing about the person driving it. You're not really buying objects anymore. You're buying a story about who you are, and the story has a monthly cost, and it's enormous. The trap is that everyone around you is buying the same story, so the bar keeps rising, and dropping out feels like losing. You make 10 times what you did at level 1, and you feel exactly as stretched. That's level 3. You're not paying for things. You're paying to keep being a certain kind of person, and the costume is never finished. Level 4. The off-ramp. Millions a year, where the math finally reverses. Here's the twist nobody at the bottom believes. The people who get genuinely wealthy and stay there mostly get off the treadmill right here. Their spending as a share of income doesn't rise, it falls. Not because they run out of things to buy, but because they've already proven whatever there was to prove with stuff, and it got boring. So money stops buying objects and starts buying the only things that don't get old: time, freedom, and more money. They're not richer because they earn more. They're richer because at some point they let the gap between earning and spending finally open up. That's level 4. The rich aren't the ones who spend the most. They're the ones who, somewhere, stopped spending more every time they earned more. So look back down the ladder. At 40 grand, you were sure 120 would fix it. At 120, you were sure 400 would. None of them did, and it wasn't because the numbers were too small. It's because the finish line moved every single time your income did. The treadmill was never your salary. It was your spending, set to chase your income automatically, so the gap between them never had a chance to grow. And that gap, the distance between what comes in and what goes out, is the only thing that ever made anyone free. It's not a number you earn your way to. You can open it at 40,000 by refusing to inflate, and you can close it at 4 million by spending like you're at war with yourself. The paycheck doesn't decide whether you're free. The gap does. Protect the gap, and a raise finally becomes what you always thought it was. Lifestyle creep is the quietest force in your whole financial life because every single step of it feels reasonable. Nobody decides to inflate. You just say yes to the nicer version, one reasonable upgrade at a time, until the nicer version is the only version you can imagine, and the gap is gone. The good news is, it runs in reverse too. The first time you get a raise and keep your life exactly the same, you'll feel it. That strange new feeling of the money actually staying. That's not deprivation. That's the floor finally holding still. This is the start of a new ladder, what your money does on the way out. The wealth ladder showed you what it does when it stays, and the debt ladder showed you what it does when it owns you. Watch those next. Subscribe, tell me in the comments which level hit closest to home, and protect the gap. Your money, every level.